Are you the blueprint others are trying to replicate? Chosen one? When those around you start echoing your style, words, and mindset, do you feel the weight of influence as both a privilege and a burden? There's an unmistakable awareness that others are beginning to shadow your every move, reshaping themselves in quiet reflection of your essence. They don't just watch. They immerse themselves, absorbing each nuance, each decision, until your actions become a compass for their own. Your confidence, your resilience, and your grace under pressure become the blueprint they strive to emulate, as though mimicking you will unlock some hidden reserve of strength. But in their attempts, they miss what lies at the core, the depths of experience, the unyielding substance that fuels you. They see the shine of your armor but remain oblivious to the battles that shaped it, the silent struggles that carved the fortitude they now wish to wear. They are drawn to the authenticity you carry like a birthright, an energy that pulses with a rhythm they can sense but cannot capture. For them, your choices and movements become a manual they study, decoding each gesture as if it contains the secret to a power that seems effortless in you. Yet they are bound to the surface, replicating a masterpiece without understanding the layers of meaning that give it life. What they borrow from you is but a shadow, for they lack the source that fuels each of your steps. They become echoes of your actions, mirrors that reflect your image but cannot recreate its soul. It is an irony that they follow a path that cannot be taught, missing the very essence that makes it real, because it is uniquely yours. You are the chosen one, an original, standing firm and unyielding. While they follow, your path diverges, a testament to the power of a life lived from the core. Let their imitation serve as a reminder of your influence, but remember always that your essence cannot be captured. It must be forged, deeply felt, and lived through the fires of growth. They strive to become what they see, yet remain distant, for true authenticity cannot be borrowed. It is owned, crafted, and earned through the crucible of unshakable resilience. They begin to see glimpses of your strength and purpose, but miss the substance. They try to copy your approach, your audacity, the way you move with unwavering intent, as if the energy that propels you can somehow be possessed by imitation. Some go further, attempting to claim credit for paths you pioneered, hoping others won't see through the thin veil of pretense. They mimic your pace, your decisiveness, trying to capture the impact of your actions without realizing the immense purpose fueling each step you take. The source of the inspiration they seek, however, remains unmistakably yours, and the truth emerges even in their attempts to replicate. Your influence shines through not because of the actions themselves, but because of the authenticity and resolve that only you possess. The more they emulate, the more they realize that your value is not something they can simply replicate. Your presence is rooted in an integrity and vision that are unyielding, an authenticity that stands like a mountain, untouched by their attempts to climb it. You are set apart because your choices come from a place of purpose that cannot be imitated, a purpose that is deeply intertwined with who you are. They can try to capture your charisma, to wear it like an accessory, but it eludes them because it is not an adornment. It is an extension of your very being. In your presence, they feel compelled to rise, to align with the intensity that radiates from you, as if hoping to unlock within themselves the same energy that drives you. But the truth remains. What you possess is inherently yours. Your energy, that innate fire, the vision that propels you forward with unwavering certainty, these cannot be claimed or recreated. They are the very essence of your identity as a chosen one, a resonance that belongs to you alone. You walk with purpose, not to draw attention, but because the path you tread is driven by something deeper, a calling that others can sense but will never own. Your influence leaves an indelible mark, revealing to others the gap between imitation and authenticity. They strive to embody what they see, but in doing so, only highlight the limitations of imitation. The truth is clear. While they attempt to emulate, the qualities they seek are forged in the crucible of your unique experience, crafted in the depths of a vision that is yours alone. They may mimic the moves, replicate the words, but they cannot touch the soul behind them. your path, purpose, and energy are bound together in a way that can never be duplicated, no matter how closely they watch, no matter how intently they follow. In their fervent mimicry, they fail to see that your path is alive, pulsing with an energy fueled by a vision they cannot perceive. What they wear as a costume, your resilience, your charisma, your drive, are not adornments for you, but the very marrow of your being. While they mimic your actions and adopt your mannerisms, they are trapped in a time capsule, mirroring a version of you that has already evolved. They attempt to recreate your impact, but every gesture, every phrase feels like a faded echo because they lack the heartbeat that drives you, the fire that burns without consuming. The harder they try to keep pace, the more they realize how deeply they are missing the essence. They stumble, finding that the steps they took to replicate your path lead nowhere. Each effort becomes a misstep as they search for meaning that they cannot grasp. They thought they could follow you step for step, but they are left bewildered as you continue forward, creating an ever-widening distance. They are bound to your past, caught in the lingering wake of decisions you've already outgrown, while you move forward, propelled by a force they cannot comprehend. Their attempts to wear your aura become a weight, an ill-fitting shell that cracks under the strain of their attempts. They find themselves lost, disoriented by the realization that imitation cannot capture the evolution of a path forged from purpose and resilience. They may try to replicate the confidence they see, but in the process they overlook the sacrifices, the battles, and the growth that formed it. They can try to replicate the moves, but without understanding the purpose behind them, each step becomes meaningless, like navigating without a compass in terrain only you can interpret. They realize too late that in attempting to emulate you, they have only succeeded in losing themselves. While they walk your past footsteps, you are already carving out new terrain, embracing challenges they have yet to encounter. Their imitation becomes a prison, a self-imposed maze in which they wander, forever a step behind, confined by the boundaries of what you have already transcended. Your purpose has driven you forward, sculpting your growth in ways they cannot fathom, and in their pursuit, they have overlooked their own potential paths, their own unique voices lost in the echoes of your influence. If you've ever felt confined by others' expectations, held back by the boundaries others set, you understand that real freedom lies in creating your own way. Obsidian Inner Order, powered by Astral Atom, is not for those who follow, but for those who are ready to lead themselves into the unknown, breaking free from the limits of imitation. In Obsidian Inner Order, you'll find a community that values your courage to be different, to grow in ways that can't be replicated. The link is in the description below. The truth is, these followers, with their constant attempts to mirror your path, can start to dilute the intensity of your purpose. They observe, absorbing every detail, hoping to catch some spark of your momentum and make it their own. In moments of generosity, you may feel compelled to share, to let them in, thinking that your wisdom can somehow be transferred. Yet the act of slowing for their understanding, of pausing to validate their imitation, can make you second-guess the natural flow of your journey. You find yourself explaining decisions that once needed no justification, defending paths that were meant only for you to face. And with every pause, with each moment of indulgence, a fraction of your energy disperses, a precious bit of your focus softens, leaving you susceptible to the shadows cast by their unoriginality. You must set boundaries, walls that guard the sanctuary of your unique evolution. This is not selfishness, it is self-preservation. Your journey is not meant to be a manual for others to mimic, but a testament to your authenticity and resilience. Allowing imitators too close risks tainting the purity of that originality, tempting you to modify your course to appease their expectations, or worse, to avoid their criticism. They may want your light, but they cannot fathom the depth of darkness you've braved to bring it forth. Their path is not yours to illuminate, and the weight of carrying those who cannot keep pace will only drain the fire meant for your own progress. To preserve your authenticity, you must resist the lure of slowing down, of catering to those who find comfort in imitation. Move forward, unapologetically and without looking back. Your purpose lies in evolution, in the unyielding progression that defies stagnation. Do not let their longing for your path convince you to temper your growth or soften your edges. As they try to keep up, let them realize that the distance between you is a testament to your dedication. They will see that true leadership is not about providing a guide, but about carving a path so uniquely yours that it cannot be followed, only witnessed from afar. Continue leading with fierce integrity, holding close to the raw, unfiltered essence that sets you apart. The desire for validation may beckon you, the urge to bring others along, but the price is high and the risk too great. Allow yourself to break free from the need to be understood, to be followed. Your originality is not a beacon for others to capture, but a force that propels you forward, beyond the grasp of those who only see the surface. Guard your evolution fiercely, knowing that the imitation of others should never become the reason for your hesitation. Let their efforts to mirror you only reinforce your own uniqueness, and may their presence serve as a reminder that true greatness never pauses for approval. It surges ahead, forever growing, forever becoming. Your path is shielded, guided by forces that no mortal eye can fully grasp. There is a reason you move as you do, why others find themselves inexplicably drawn to your light, yet stumble when they try to follow. They see something in you that radiates beyond the ordinary, a brilliance that cannot be fabricated or borrowed. But know this, your essence, your divine blueprint, is protected by a power far greater than any imitation. You were chosen, not by accident but by purpose, to carry a light they cannot grasp because it does not belong to them. It is an inheritance, a divine gift stitched into your soul, guarded fiercely by the universe itself. Every step you take is part of an intricate plan, a course laid out with intention and fortified by forces unseen. While others may try to replicate your every move, to claim even a fraction of your aura, they find themselves at a loss, baffled by their inability to match your stride. They try to step into the rhythm of your journey, but find themselves out of sync, unable to comprehend the flow that you navigate so naturally. They see your successes, the calm in your eyes, the confidence in your actions, but they cannot touch the spiritual power that underpins it. For what they are attempting to replicate is something sacred, something eternally bound to you, and beyond the reach of those who do not share your calling. There is a shield around you, woven by divine hands, a barrier that protects your essence from the dilution of those who seek to consume or mimic it. It is as if the universe itself has cloaked you in an invisible armor, preserving the purity of your purpose and keeping your light intact. You were not meant to be copied, to have your energy harvested by those who only wish to bask in the glow of your achievements. You were meant to lead, to illuminate, but in a way that cannot be commodified or condensed into something imitable. This path, this journey, is yours and yours alone, and no shadow of imitation can disrupt the divine course set out before you. They try to mimic your voice, to adopt your ways, but the truth remains, they cannot capture the divine spark that sets you apart. Your journey has been sculpted from a higher plane, imbued with a purpose that is both powerful and untouchable. Let them observe, let them attempt to imitate, for in doing so, they only reaffirm the gap between what is divinely appointed and what is mere aspiration. The blueprint of your soul is written in a language they cannot read, a code they cannot crack, for it is infused with a sacred power that guards your path from any force that would try to interfere. You cannot compromise this design. To bend, to alter your path for the comfort or understanding of others, would be to defy the very purpose that breathes life into your existence. Each deviation from your course would weaken the power that propels you, distorting the intention set forth by the divine forces that guide you. This is why you must hold firm, unyielding, to the path that was crafted for you alone. Let others attempt to follow. Let them mimic your steps, but know that their efforts will only lead them to hollow imitations of your truth. You are the origin, the source of a spark that others can only attempt to emulate. You are not here to linger or to look back, but to forge ahead, an unyielding force destined to set the standard. Like Joseph chosen to lead, marked by visions that others couldn't grasp, you must stand out, unapologetically, boldly, and without hesitation. This path is not for those seeking comfort or approval. It is for the fearless, for those who understand that to be original means to be unmatched, unafraid of solitude, and unconcerned with the shadows that follow. Every step you take shapes the path that others will strive to walk, yet their steps will always lack the substance that only you carry. You are the blueprint, not a replication, and with each move, you redefine what it means to lead. In a world full of echoes and imitations, you are the thunder, the unrepeatable sound that reverberates with undeniable power. They may try to echo your rhythm, to adopt your stride, but they will always fall short. Their attempts are like shadows against the light of your purpose, a flickering reminder that they lack the fire you carry within. Keep moving forward, relentless, because your growth is boundless, and looking back only invites doubt. You are not here to justify your vision to those who cannot see, nor to explain your purpose to those who cannot understand. Your path is carved from a deeper truth, one that needs no validation, and every second spent explaining it is a second lost to fulfilling it. To lead is to break ground where others hesitate, to march into the unknown and make it yours. When they watch, let them, for what they see is only a fraction of the intensity, a glimpse of the purpose that fuels you. You do not need to linger for their understanding or soften your brilliance for their comfort. Let them watch from the periphery, straining to keep up as you move beyond. While they imitate, you innovate. While they analyze your steps, you are already 10 strides ahead, evolving, expanding, pushing the limits of what they thought was possible. Your role is not to create followers, but to awaken a new standard, one that challenges others to rise, not by imitation, but by discovering their own inner fire. Embrace this role with fierce pride, knowing that to lead means to be unafraid of being misunderstood. There will always be those who can only see a portion of the vision, who try to capture fragments of your light without realizing that it is not something that can be taken or borrowed. They may not understand why you move the way you do, why you choose the paths less traveled, but that is because they are not meant to. They were not called to walk where you walk, and their confusion is simply a testament to the unique clarity that guides you. Trust in the path laid out for you, for it is woven with purpose, and to deviate would be to dilute the power of your own authenticity. You were born to defy boundaries, to go beyond where others pause, and to continue with the unshakable resolve of one who knows they are chosen. Let your confidence be as unmovable as a mountain, rooted in the knowledge that your strength lies in your originality, your unwavering commitment to a vision only you can see. You are the original, the source, the spark that others are drawn to, yet cannot quite grasp. Every choice you've made, every strength you've cultivated, every quiet battle you've fought has carved out a path that is uniquely yours, a purpose only you can fulfill. Those who try to follow in your footsteps may attempt to mimic your style, echo your words, even mirror your stance, but they will never capture the essence that drives you. What sets you apart is not merely in the moves you make, but in the depth of understanding, resilience, and authenticity that fuels each decision. This authenticity is your greatest power, a force that runs deeper than any imitation could reach, rooted in experiences, values, and intentions that belong to you alone. You are not here to satisfy expectations or to pause for those who can only follow from afar. You are here to create, to evolve, to break boundaries with every step. While others may trail behind, they can only trace the outlines of a path that they'll never fully understand. You move forward, not out of rebellion, but because your purpose propels you, demanding that you keep going. You are meant to be ahead, to redefine what it means to lead without compromise, to set a pace that no one else can maintain. The truth is, those who try to emulate you are drawn to a surface they cannot penetrate, unaware of the profound resilience and depth required to walk this road. Trust in this path laid out for you. Each step you take is a testament to your originality, to the power of standing rooted in your purpose. While they mimic your gestures and try to capture your light, know that they are chasing a reflection, an echo that can never match the authenticity that radiates from within you. Your impact is not in the shadow you cast, but in the force with which you break through, leaving no doubt that you are one of a kind. The more you move forward, the more you understand that you are here not just to inspire, but to show others the strength it takes to walk in alignment with one's true purpose. Now it's your turn to share. Tell your story in the comments below. Have there been times when others tried to mirror your path, when you felt the weight of imitation pressing against you? How have you stayed true to your journey despite pressures to conform? Perhaps you have advice for those just beginning to walk their own path, reminders of the strength and resilience it takes to remain authentic in a world of echoes.